Puerto Vallarta is one of the most gorgeous cities to visit in Mexico if you like a more chill vibe, unlike Cabo or Cancun, where it's happening. But this is more of stunning views, gorgeous locals, stunning sunsets, colorful streets. So I will walk you through my journey at Puerto Vallarta in the next few episodes, where we enjoyed the most amazing views of the beaches, colorful streets, local shops, and the sound of music everywhere. It truly felt amazing. We are currently on our way to downtown Puerto Vallarta. As you can see, it's a very tropical climate. You can see the amazing coconut trees. And this street is full of resorts and very calm, laid back town. So we are entering downtown Puerto Vallarta. This has the old world charm. It has all the cobblestone streets. It looks like they did not want to change it at all. The streets were super colorful. Even though it may not be good for the tires, it was absolutely gorgeous. Our first stop was at the iconic church. It had a crown on top of it. It was at the center of the city, standing tall. The architecture was stunning, and there was such a calm, spiritual atmosphere around it. Definitely a must-visit spot. So the day we went was on a Sunday, and it appeared to be Palm Sunday, so they were decorating the streets and the church with palm leaves, and it was just beautiful. The highlight of this trip is this most amazing restaurant, which was right by a stream, and around the restaurant there were ducks, chicken, obviously fish in the stream, beautiful birds. It was just sitting and eating along with nature. It was one of the most amazing restaurants I've ever been to. The food was absolutely delicious. It had, tasted very organic, and the tomatoes were so fresh. The guacamole and everything they offered were so tasty. It was amazing. You can see the ducks here making their way to the stream. One other really peculiar thing about this restaurant is they did not have a menu card. Instead, they laid out the menu in front of us for us to choose. You will see here shortly that they've laid it out, and then we had to pick from this. It was absolutely delicious. We ended up eating the fajitas. It's just so good. We then walked on to Zona Romantico. It was no, it was just truly amazing. The architecture had its old world charm, super colorful. They also had something like a market, a small market there. We went there, and this is a view of Governor Vallarta, who they have named the city after him. Yeah, he seems to be one of a very well-liked politicians. This is like the city center where people were hanging out. Which had the most amazing view of the boardwalk, lined by all the palm trees, as you can see. So this boardwalk and the arches were reconstructed in 2002 after Puerto Vallarta was hit with the Category 5 hurricane. And it stands as the most amazing architecture now. There were a lot of cops that day. The arches were truly amazing. The boardwalk and the beach had such serene calmness to it. You could just keep staring at those beaches and the colorful streets. An important thing about the boardwalk is they had a lot of sculptures, which I was very surprised to see, and they were like from an art gallery. They were not like old world sculptures. They looked very artistic, something that I did not expect to see at all. We went to a small farmers market. I shouldn't say small. It was a very colorful farmers market. We found like all sorts of stuff that you generally see, with like from food to cute clothes, bags. It was just so colorful. That was the last of the trip, and then we made our way to our hotel. We stayed at Puerto Vallarta. It was, it was very chill, beautifully done. The architecture was very Mexican, I should say. They had beautiful flowers for decorations, and that day they had a party, glow party, where a lot of those like teenagers were hanging out there, and they had so much fun. One of my favorite things to do if I ever visit a beach resort is just walking in the beach at sunset and later that day. I just love the sound of the ocean later at night. And stay tuned for more episodes on Puerto Vallarta.